Okay, now we're going to test your ability to identify all the shifts and moves in the graphs themselves, because this is what you're going to have to be able to do. So we're going to look at this graph right from the get-go, and we have to identify this as either a sine or a cosine graph. So one of the easiest ways to identify what you're working with is, remember the basic positive sine graph starts like this, and a cosine graph does this. So if you're thinking about in terms of an axis, it starts at 0, 0, a sine graph, or it starts low and goes up, whereas a cosine graph starts high and goes low. And so if this is just a regular graph, they would be 0, 0. This is sine, and this is cosine. So guess what this is, folks? This is a cosine graph, and this is the very first port of call. You've got to be able to identify what graph you're working with. So now the fun begins. We have identified that it's a cosine graph. We've probably got an A, a B, and a C that we're going to have to identify. So we take a look at the very first thing, the easiest thing probably to identify is your amplitude, the thing in front of the cosine, what the max and the min points are, and then we use our max minus our min divided by 2. And in this case, the max is 2. The min is -4. So we've got 6 over 2, which is 3. The amplitude is 3. And you can get that because you know that halfway between these, all right, is going to be where we're working at, which is 3. 3 is the distance halfway between 1, 2, 3. So here's your line of symmetry. Right here. 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 down. Line of symmetry. So we've got A. Next thing, maybe we do C. So C, again, easy. We can identify the shift up or down, again using this formula, but it's plus, right? Max plus the min divided by 2. So again, the max is 2 plus a -4 divided by 2. -2 over 2 is -1. So guess what? There is your line of symmetry at -1, and we have now this much of the graph. Y is equal to 3 cos bx minus 1. That's how much of the graph that we have today. So we have discovered the amplitude, and we've discovered that the graph has been shifted down 1, because our new line of symmetry now is at -1. So this whole thing has been shifted down 1. And it's been squished, because we can see that the graph completes itself not at 360, but at 180. So it's very much like our other graph, in that we have it completing itself in half the distance. Now, if you're not sure what that all means, remember that we've got a formula for dealing with period and for finding B. So that B just simply becomes 360 over the period. And in this case, it's going to be 360, again, just like the other one, divided by 180, which is 2. So now we have a complete graph. Y is equal to 3 cos 2x, shift down of 1.